Hello again, I'm Nathan. Welcome back to WMF Reacts. Today is rap day, so I thought I'd go a little bit classic, as it were, and dive back into one I've heard of, but I'm not sure if I know any of his tracks. So 50 Cent is obviously huge. I know him more for his movies. So it'd be interesting to listen to his music, because I've probably heard it before, but I don't realise who it is. That makes sense, because I've never really listened to rap previously, so I don't necessarily know who is who when I've heard it before. Other than Eminem and people like that, obviously, I'd recognise his voice anyway, but 50 Cent, I'm not sure what tracks he've done. So, I've just chosen one at random, which is In the Club, which is a massive hit. This one's got like 2 billion views or something, so maybe I've picked a popular one. But anyway, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, the beat already I recognise. It's about her birthday. Is that what this one is? Shave the aftermath. Oh, this has got something to do with Slim Shady, is it? Is it a response to an Eminem song? Speaking of Eminem, Slim Shady himself. Is that real Slim Shady? I don't know what song it is. I'm sure I've seen that video. It's a robot. Or they're just repairing. Dr. Dre. Recognise from GTA. I'm gonna have to do some of this as well, man. So I'm talking over the track, but hey.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough.
Okay, so I've heard this before, or at least I've heard bits of it before. I've obviously heard the music before, and I've heard, like, Shorty, It's Your Birthday. I've heard all of that before, but I've never listened to the whole song. First impressions, it's obviously classic. It's a massive, massive hit. Even I've heard of it. As for his voice, the way he delivers the lines aren't as clear as people like Tupac. You can still understand it, but not quite as well. It's just a different kind of style. Some words come out quite clear, and some words are kind of, I don't say muffled, but you know what I mean? It's not like it's really, really clear. Probably because of the way he's delivering lines is more of a kind of musical way rather than a conversational way, is how I'm kind of getting it. But yeah, it's interesting hearing it and knowing now that it's 50 Cent, because I've heard it, but I didn't know who it was, because, yeah, I'm not into it usually. Let's carry on.
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. If you watch how I move, you mistake before I play up here. Been hit with a few, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local.
So from what I can see from the video, it may not be actually how he raps, but he seems to talk a lot kind of through his teeth. He doesn't like open wide. I have people when they obviously rapping, it's a lot wider in the mouth, but he kind of keeps quite close, which means the sounds are a little bit more muffled, not quite as clear, but it keeps him kind of going with the rhythm a little bit more. So I understand why. It's just a little bit strange, but then it gives him that distinctive sound, doesn't it? So yeah, and the lyrics, that's just about, you know, having fun in the club, and you know, all different drinks and different people he's mentioned, like the who's who of rap to a certain degree. Obviously, I'm not sure if there's any kind of divide at this point. I don't remember when this came out. So I'm not sure if he's only going to mention like certain groups of rappers and so on. I'm not sure. There seems to be something with Eminem at the beginning that, you know, there's the aftermath of something that's happened. So there's Dr. Dre there and lots of other people that he's mentioned. So, yeah.
plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they buy and they ready to go. Find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough.
Yeah, so Cell is definitely more, I say it's more in line with singing than conversation. Like, look, people like Tupac, and I'd say, although he's got the musical ability in his voice, he leans more towards the lyrics being heard, where 50 Cent seems to be more of doing it in a musical way. So once again, his voice is the instrument, and some of it is more humming than singing in certain aspects. Then you can see in some words he purposely opens up wider and lets those words out fully, whereas the other ones is kind of just kind of keeping it down and keeping it with the beat. It's really interesting. See, I always say interesting, so I have to think of a better word, won't I?
My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things.
But that was more singing side of rapping, which is quite interesting because he's quite good at that. Once again, because he's got that control of how much the voice he wants to get out. That's quite good. That it is very kind of, it flows nicely, and it's nice tone. I'll go back to that because I quite like that.
Bottle full of bub, mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar, toasting to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, guy. My junk get the bumping in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside the head with a bottle of bug. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel the buzz. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither.
See, that's more of what I expect from rappers. So the rest of it is more of a kind of singing style. I said the way he, and I don't want to say mumbles because it's not quite accurate of what he's doing because he's still saying everything, you can still understand it, but he does restrict the amount of airflow coming out, so it's not like shouting or speaking. So he is more kind of singing, but kind of a little bit dialed down kind of thing. Apart from this bit where he is, it's more of the kind of conversational rap where he's actually more speaking the words and a lot more clear dictation and that sort of thing in there. That's what I'd kind of associate more with rap than the kind of singing part of rap.
Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
I don't even know half these people are, right? And it's like, there's got to be lots more people in it that I have no idea who they are, but well known are in the circle. Yeah, I like that. It's obviously a song I've heard bits of before and referencing probably movies and everything else, so I've heard bits and pieces of it. Although there's not that many verses to it, and a lot of it is a repeated chorus in there. But yeah, it's really good to see the different styles between the different artists, because he's definitely got more of a kind of a singing style to a lot of it, although they're more the traditional kind of conversational rap elements right at the end. And once again, the way it's more of a kind of speaking and open up his mouth a lot more, but some of the other bits, the way he restricts how he's kind of singing and rapping to kind of go in flow with the music was, yeah, I'm saying again, interesting. I'd have to have a look at some of his other ones as well and see if it's just this song he does it with, because I don't know how he raps. So yeah, I'm finding it quite intriguing. There you go, different word. How the different artists come across in different ways, how they change their styles. So some of them are more conversational, some of them are more kind of poetic, like Tupac is very more kind of a poetic kind of style, because obviously he's a poet as well, and you can kind of get that in the music. And this is, you know, a little bit more just kind of having fun and just kind of chilling. It's not rushed. To look at some of Eminem's quite sort of fast-paced lyrics, it's just kind of laid back. There, look at me, you know, in the club having fun, and the ladies and the drinks, and just kind of showing off what he's got. It's like, yeah, look, you know, I'm chill, doesn't bother me, kind of style to it. It'd be interesting to see what other kind of styles he has if he's not quite so laid back, if he's more like at the end and the more kind of traditional rap style. Yeah, let me know a little bit more about this. You know, what was the lead up to this? What was the aftermath of the Slim Shady stuff? I'm not quite sure when what. So let me know what happened with Slim Shady. Why is this the aftermath of it? I don't know. I don't know the context. So let me know. That would be quite interesting to find out. I like to find out more information about it, because I know a lot of Eminem stuff just because it was so much found in the 90s and so on. The 90s, the early 2000s, not 90s. Because obviously all the Eminem stuff I'm a little bit more familiar with because it was around all the time in the late 90s, early 2000s, I think. When, you know, some Shady song came out and a lot of the other ones. So you heard them a lot because they're on the radio, they're on MTV, they're everywhere. You couldn't escape Slim Shady, could you? So I'm a lot more familiar with his work. Not everything. I know certain ones I've heard, you know, numerous times and know quite well. But all the other artists, like 50%, I don't know the relationships between the different artists. So yeah, let me know. It would be interesting. Again. But anyway, thanks all for joining me. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let other people know what's here. Shall see you again soon. Till then, bye bye.